Guys, you see this right here? I'm about to do a forbidden jutsu, a secret technique that nobody has told you. Only those patient enough to keep these boxes can use this technique. You see this box, right? Celestial Anomaly Rippled box. You will not find this box in the current Celestial Anomaly because the current Celestial Anomaly is a sleeper. It's just Chronos, and also there's a truck outside my house right now. So this thing gives you a single ripple of specific typing, and I'm gonna go for Embla, and I'm gonna spend these boxes on Embla. Why? Because the game is super dry right now and I need some stimulation for me to keep playing the game. Because I'll give like my final thoughts on Celestial Anomaly, on how they made it. But for now, I'm just gonna have fun with an R6 Embla. I still have 2 of these boxes. Yeah, forbidden technique. You can no longer do this because most of you probably have spent the boxes, which is very good. I mean, you don't really need to hold these boxes, but it's for, you know, crucial resonance like R6 Embla, or going from R1 to R2 Embla. This is like crucial resonance. Then it's going to be very good for your account, right? And the reason why I picked this day to R6 Embla is because we have, well, for one, the game is extremely dry. Celestial Anomaly has nothing. I don't farm Chronos, so I don't farm the current Celestial Anomaly, and it's just basically Chronos, right? So R6 Embla, I'm just going to show you the difference between R6 Embla and R2 Embla in this boss right here, Dark Starlord. So my current best, which I obtained this week, 32.7 million. I'm not going to add in Shuanpin just yet. I'm just going to, you know, run R6 Embla, just see how easy it is to get a high score. And then I'll include Shuanpin in the team. Okay, we got a connection error. Almost beat my high score right there. First try, by the way. 11 million damage. Alright. Yeah, it's giving connection error because I'm getting above like 30 million plus. You get like this connection error. Oh, okay. That one's pretty bad. Okay, so far not a high score, but again, the Team 3 has a lot of RNG, but just believe me, right? I will get a high score with R6 Embla, and it's gonna be way easier to breach my old high score of 32.7 million. Let me see. Yeah, it's getting pretty close. Let me just include Shuanpin in. I'm gonna include Shuanpin in the second team. I'm gonna do the extended showcase is gonna come maybe like in a day or two when the boss, all of the boss unlocks. That way I can showcase all of the bosses at once. There we go. 37 million, 4 million increase. And also, let's talk about Celestial Anomaly just real quick. Just you know, just my initial thoughts. It's basically just Chronos, but I'll give like my extended opinion on the Celestial Anomaly once it's once the first phase is almost over, because right now it's just Chronos, right? With a little bit of talent tree, and you know, it's mainly the Celestial Anomaly right now is mainly to just get Daji, and that's about it. The gameplay is pretty much just nothing. It's damn boring. That's why I haven't made any videos on it. There's no videos to be made, if I'm being honest with you, with the Celestial Anomaly. Like, what am I supposed to make? A video on what? Chronos? And it only goes up to this difficulty 11? Like, bro, Lilith really undercooked this time. 1 year. 1 year from Celestial Anomaly Season 0. Season 0 was pretty bad, but they somehow made it worse. With this Season 1. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, there's some bad stuff about the Season 0 of Celestial Anomaly. The towers was too many flaws. Too many redundant flaws. Like, the boss floors was fine. It was really fun to climb out the boss floors because you can use different strategies, but it does require you to have specific aspects, right? Like in the old one, Ollie was like one of the best aspects that you can use, but there was some sort of strategy to it. And then the non-boss floors is where it gets super repetitive. It's basically just temporal tower all over again. We already have temporal tower, and we have infinity tower, and we have fucking Elemental Tower, 3 of them. We have too many flaws, and they added more flaws to Celestial Anomaly. They could have reduced it down to 50 per element. That would be way better. But instead, they gave us 150 flaws per element, which is 450 flaws. Again, dude, we already have Temporal Tower, 50 flaws. Infinity Tower, 10 flaws. And then each of the typing elemental towers, which is what, 200 for the single one, 100 for the double, and then 50 for the triple. Like, we already have too many flaws in this game. There's no reason to give us more flaws for the first Celestial Anomaly. Okay, I'm getting too heated for the Celestial Anomaly. Again, Season 0 had its major drawback, like Mateo being extremely overpowered. Not because he was overpowered in itself, but because the event was tailor-made for him. He was you either summon for him or you don't compete at all, right? And that was plain cash grab. But the boss in itself was fine. It was really fun. It had different mechanics, you know, with each phase they unlock one additional boss. This new Celestial Anomaly is more newbie friendly. That's what I'll say for now. Alright, Team 3 scored about 3 million. So Tever is doing 200 per assist. That's kind of crazy, man. I am expecting this team to score about 7 million. Okay, Tever almost did like 400,000 with his S3. If I had like a R6 Narmer, I think R6 Narmer is going to be better replacement than Tever, because R6 Narmer, if he has as soon as he gets like 12 stacks on his Burning Sun, he will keep on spamming his S3. And with this team, having Sachiko, Clara, and basically all 4 characters giving him buffs, right? Brewster also gives him a crit rate buff. Shuanping gives him attack buff. And then Sachiko gives him a bunch of buffs, like attack buff, shield, and also crit rate buff, speed up buff. He will keep on spamming his S3, and because Dark Starlord has 3 enemies, he will, once he casts his S3, it's going to do like almost 600,000. Okay, I think this team didn't get too lucky. I got only 4.5 million. Not the best, which means my third team managed to score 30 million. And that's the power of R6 Embla. You know what? Let's just skip this one. I want to try, within this video, I want to try to get a 40 million Dark Starlord score. Yeah, this team kind of pops off. That is around what, 6.8 million? Or no, I can't count. That's 7 million. Yeah, very good. It can pop off as long as Shuanping can have the misrate debuff on the boss and the boss doesn't crit me. Okay, we did manage to break a new high score by 400,000, but it's not 40 million. I'm looking for that 40 million. Okay, I think the maximum is about 37.2, 37 million, something like that, because I can't get any higher. I've gotten like a few 37, but not even once 38. Yeah, see? Oh, look at that. Look at how close it is. 37.9. You know what? Let's just take a look at this run. This is also a pretty bad run. My team 2 performed, but my team 3 did not. I only got about 2 million, 4.4, whereas I showed you just now, this team can get to 7 million, right? So 40 million should be possible if my team 2 perform and my team 3 perform. You know what? Let's just do a little bit more just to get that right RNG. Once we get that RNG, oh yes, yes, there we go, 41 million. Again, this is not the best use of Nexus crystals, but at this point, I'm just trying to squeeze a bit of fun that I possibly can get from this game. Because Celestial Anomaly, we've waited so long for this, and phase 1 is basically Ritual Miracle. Shuanping has revived some of the fun for me for the game, and then also, but it's not enough, right? Shuanping alone is not enough. I need like an extra stuff to get me kind of hyped about the game. Getting an R6 Embla, like right now, that 41 million score might not mean a lot to anyone because it's basically doing nothing. I'm not even increasing my placement in the leaderboard. I'm not getting additional rewards from it, but I'm actually having fun from it, right? Seeing bigger number is actually kind of fun. Who would have thought? Alright, let's see the true power of R6 Embla, why she is way stronger compared to her R2 is because she only needs 5 hits on her seed for it to proc. And why this is very big for Dark Starlord is because these two ads right here, they don't have a lot of HP and you only have a few hits to hit them before they actually die, right? So Feng Shun, when he does his AoE, adds 1 stack, whereas if you have an R2 Embla, adding 1 stack isn't really going to do anything for you. And then Yun Chuan can counter adding 3 stacks. If you have an R2 Embla, that's also not going to proc it. You really need for the stars to align. If the guys on the side have like full HP and Yun Chuan counter attacks, Feng Shun counter attacks, that could pop the seed, right? But if you have an R6 Embla, all you need to do is for Yun Chuan to counter attack and then for the main boss to pop his seed. Because once the main boss pops his seed, it will infect two other enemies, right? And that's gonna add 1 stack, and then it's gonna keep popping the seeds. Once the main boss pops his seed, this guy is gonna pop his seed as well because it reaches 5 stacks. This guy is also gonna pop his seed, and then you can see sometimes within just 1 turn, you can get about 1 million score. That's how broken R6 Embla is, because of the amount of hits that you need, right? It's been reduced. And also my Embla is kind of a pleb. She doesn't even have like 100% crit rate. So yeah, I might need to fix that one. So my Dark Starlord went from what, 32 million to 41 million from R6 Embla. That's 9 million increase. And on Sonica, I don't think she's gonna add that much, maybe even below 1 million, because she's not really gonna be pushing out damage in Sonica. In Forbita though, she might be able to push out at least like 1 to 2 million additional damage. But again, R6 Embla is mostly impactful when there's multiple enemies like Dark Starlord. If there's only one enemy, it's not really that big of a deal. It does add a little bit to your DPS, but it's not gonna add that much. There we go, 600,000 from Fushi doing his AoE, because he popped like at least 2 of these buffs. There we go, 900,000. 900,000, 700,000. What? Look at this. This unit is so dumb, man. 900,000, 700,000 back to back. Bruh. Can we get another 100,000? 600,000. Look at this. This is per turn. Actually, this is not even per turn. Some of this is even in just 1 turn because of the assist, right? Like, look at this. 1 unit attacks, like 2 other units assist. So I'm doing like 900,000, 700,000 sometimes within 1 turn because of the pursuits as well. The pursuit can proc the seed, because if this guy has the seed, he dies, he will infect the boss again with the seed, which then the pursuit will proc the seed again, right? So that's why you can see like multiple seed procking within a single turn. There we go, 1,500,000. Dude, man, this doesn't make any sense. There you go, another 800,000, 400,000, pretty much back to back. And there we go. That's the prime example of an R6 Embla is being way superior than R2 Embla. My Yun Chuan, or sorry, my this guy, I actually counted, and then Feng Shun follows up and pop the seed on the guy on the left. If you don't have an R6 Embla, that wouldn't have proc, because this guy would just die. If he dies, he doesn't pop the seed. There we go. the team doesn't die because Feng Shun is the most overpowered PvE Esper in the game, keeping the team alive pretty much with infinite heals, and paired with Embla doing pretty much the best DPS in the game if you can land debuffs, and you get this type of score. The score is still going. Yeah, let's just take a look at the third team real quick. 34.7 million, which means my third team scored about 6.5 million. Not bad, not bad. Again, it's not the best team. I don't have a Mateo to run the speed lead or something. And also, Tever is not the best when you're not running him with Liam, because if you're running him with just the relief set, he doesn't do enough damage. You really need a lot of RNG for him to really pop off. And I think if you have an R6 Narmer, R6 Narmer would be better than Tever in this case. But if you have an R6 Tever, R6 Tever is just pretty much the PvE goated Esper. He cannot be compared with any other DPS Esper. He is just the best DPS Esper, unless it's like the Embla comp where you have multiple enemies, right? Like in Dark Starlord, then he kind of falls short. Also, I switched my Brewster's runes, going from crit damage, attack, and speed to crit damage and attack, because when you run Shren Pin, you kind of want your DPS to be slow, to especially when that DPS is pursuing like Tever or like Brewster, because you want to retain that horse buff for as long as possible. Since like Brewster, when he pursues or assists, he's not really taking up a turn, right? Which means he's not consuming the horse buff. If you give him speed, he will end up consuming this horse buff faster. Okay, this team managed to survive all the way up until the end. That's very good. And that's the power of miss rate debuff. With miss rate debuff, if the boss doesn't crit you, he doesn't kill you, right? But without miss rate debuff, as you can see, my Tever took 18,000 damage. Yeah, that's it. That's the score. So my team 2 scored about 31 million on itself. 32 million, which is pretty insane. Let me show you the runes real quick. Again, 100% crit rate is a must, but I got lazy. And most of these runes are really good. I can't really swap them out for anything else. Yun Chuan, I switched him to the Calamity set, but still on speed because I don't want him to have that much attack. So Embla will always get the Liam's buff. And then Haley is on relief set, counter. Feng Shun is on crit damage, attack, and speed. Liam is on the Harmony set. And again, my Brewster is on crit damage, attack, and attack, not speed anymore. Tever, I think same, crit damage, attack, and attack, yep. Shren Pin is on Ocean set. You want her on Ocean set because you want her to spam the S3. Give the soldier buff to all of your allies to speed up the process of you getting the Chariot buff, right? The Chariot buff is insane, plus 50 speed, not base speed, is overall speed, which means it stacks on your speed buff as well. Sachiko is on Ocean set, HP, and speed. And then lastly, Clara is on the Harmony set, HP, and speed as well, or defense, but HP would be better. Also for the first team, anyone wondering, that's the sets. And there we go, that's the sets. And we finally broke through 40 million on 2 of the bosses. Sonica, I still can't manage to break 40 million. It would need more resonance on my account. I don't think I can achieve 40 million on Sonica with my current account. I switched out my Sonica team. I'm gonna showcase it on the extended Shren Pin showcase. And yeah, again, not the best use of Nexus crystals, just refreshing this to gain nothing. You're better off refreshing the club boss, because then you get some resources back to your account. But I'm just trying to have fun, right? The game has been so stale, and then we get like Celestial Anomaly that is a repeat of a Ritual Miracle. I don't know, man. Yeah, that's about it. Ciao.